All right, so our last part of this lesson, we're going to go over, briefly go over the difference between market and non-market value. Okay, so this is something that we'll hit on in future lessons as well. Okay, so I want you to think about when someone asks you, what is it worth? What is this fill in the blank worth? What do you normally think of? What are they normally referring to? So normally they're referring to how much does it cost, right? So how much money do you need to spend to get it? So as the gentleman brings up in the video, what if something doesn't have a cost? Okay, are there things that don't have costs that are of value to you? So I want you to think about some examples. So he says nice views, freedom, clean air, clean water, future impacts. You think about personal relationships. Technically, you don't have to pay for them. And so there are a lot of things that are of value. A lot of the things that we value are not bought and sold. Okay, and again, I think this is common sense. But if something doesn't have value, one of the problems is we live in this system it's really dominated by money, right? I mean, how often a day, how often throughout the day, throughout the week, are you thinking about money? Are you doing something that is making you money, right? We spend a lot of time dealing with aspects of money. But what if we live in a system that's really dominated by the market? And what happens to things that have no market value, but that have actual value? And as he mentions, ignoring non-market value can lead to bad decisions. Okay? So if things don't have value, think about the natural environment, right? Biodiversity. There's no, in and of itself, you don't have to pay for it. I mean, nature just continues to grow, and some of the resources that it provides continues to be provided. And so there's this sort of perverse incentive to really overuse things that don't have market value. Or they're just ignored. They're like, well, I mean, if it's not included in our system, in our economic models, then, are we polluting the environment? It's not in our model, so it's not really taken into consideration in terms of our economic system. And that can cause a lot of problems. And so we'll leave that one at that, and we'll address this more in future lessons.